Hey guys, welcome to the stream. Hope everybody's behaving themselves. I tried promoting this time earlier. Hopefully more people will be able to trickle in. Um, those who are new to the channel, welcome all new subscribers. Welcome everybody, current and new subscribers. Um, those who aren't familiar, do fast reviews, snap reviews. I also occasionally do shorts, videos, do food related funny filters or weird Snapchat and TikTok filters, that kind of stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna try and stick to a more regular live stream schedule there. Hopefully, more of you will trickle in soon. Um, yeah. Anyhow, hope you're all behaving yourselves. She better. Boy, boy. So, I don't know. It's been really interesting week. I just wanted to mention my shorts videos. I think I did one remix video again, as well as gonna be some other videos relating to weird TikTok filters, because I don't have anybody to do a review this week either. But I am getting paid this Friday, so hopefully next week I'll be able to do one. One or two there. Um, but yeah, so I apologize, guys. Just right now, I just don't have anybody to do a food review. I've been dying to try this Tim Hortons pizzas, but hey, hey, Ramsey Silent, good to see you here. I know, you know how it is when you come back from a trip, right? Yeah, then you're trying to play catch up on everything. So yeah, but again, I hope you guys enjoy the videos that I'm putting out. Trying to do some fun ones. You know what I mean? Um, hey, cousin Vinny. Wow, I feel like I'm in Tokyo Drew's chat. I mean, live. What did I say, chat? Oh my goodness. Yeah. What else? So I'll just point out I missed out on the McDonald's remix items, but that's okay. Still lots of other new stuff coming. That's come out. So and I do a lot of the McDonald's stuff, so um, I'm gonna skip it. I was really disappointed. Today's McHappy Day. I wanted to uh, just get something, but I couldn't do that. So otherwise, I literally have to wait until I get paid that money. So sometimes it's just the way life works. Anyhow, what else? Well, on the home front, both our kitchen sink started leaking and our bathroom sink went. Well, we now have a completely new bathroom sink. They had to completely replace it. Yeah, and we had to do our dishes. Well, we couldn't do them in the kitchen because it would start leaking a lot. So do our dishes in the bathtub, which I don't recommend, obviously, but we had no choice. We couldn't do them in the kitchen. We couldn't, do it in the bathroom sink. So it was the only alternative. Because of the schedule I'm on too, where I work like 1:15 p.m. Atlantic time to 9:45 to 10 Atlantic time. Um, yeah, they had to wait until I was off, um, which is Tuesday, Wednesday. Yeah, that's why a lot of times, you guys, you don't see me a lot on social media lately, is because the shift I'm on right now. Been on the last 3 months. Like by the time I get off work and then I shower and that, it's like after 11 o'clock. You know what I mean? Sometimes I just don't feel like, going on YouTube or Facebook or whatever. But yeah, hopefully, fingers crossed, I get a better shift with the shift day coming up, but I doubt it because I was also away for vacation. And they count if you're away for vacation as, missing time at work. So, anyhow, I'm really around, just don't chat. I enjoy my status. Oh, so you're always lurking. Aha. So normally mod a tool channel at the same time. Okay. This is when I'm off, guys, right? So that's when I stream Tuesday. I don't know. I just prefer Tuesday's my editing day and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So that's why I don't stream on Tuesday. Um, you know what I mean? And you know what? It's getting closer to spring now. You know the nice weather is coming around the corner, right? If the nice weather hasn't reached you yet, and that's when people go out a lot more and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So not expecting, you know, like a lot of people, as long as there's more than one person, so I'm not talking to myself. That's all good. uh, hey, Len, welcome. Oh, you're at your cabin? Is that, so it's a cottage or is it a log cabin? Anyhow, hope you're having fun. Excuse me. You guys can't see right now. Zeus is, he's my shadow. It was funny, when the plumbing guys were here yesterday and today, I had to put him in his crate for a little bit, and he was really protective, and he just growled around. Never heard him growl. Um, he's doing his job, protecting me. He didn't need to protect me, but in the apartment, but that's what he was doing. This is his job. Wow, this definitely feels like. Am I in the right channel here? Uh, so I guess this is a pre-show before Drew's live later. Welcome to the pre-show. The pre-Tokyo Drew pre-show. This is the green room, you guys. That's what they call it, the talk show. It's the green room. Except there's, well, I don't have any snacks. Just water. Just water. And my fake piano. My fake fireplace. Oh my goodness. So yeah, because I was away for 2 weeks in April. You know what I mean? I don't think they should count that as attendant, like being away from work when you're on vacation. But yeah, they take that into account. Like if you book time off or not, no. It lowers your ranking when you bid for your shifts, which I don't think it should, but it does. Good or bad, it does. You know what? I don't like afternoon shifts. I hate it because, you know what I mean? Like, I only have time in the morning to eat breakfast before I leave, and then I gotta wait until, I know, it's 5, a lot of times 5 or 6 in the evening before I can eat my lunch, and then I come home after a shower and I have to eat after 11 o'clock. I hate eating that late. It's not good for you. Oh, we just got here. Not a log cabin. Hardy. Blanket. 0%. Oh, so it's like so it's a cottage. In Canada, we call it a cottage, but I guess, I don't know, in the US, you guys call it a cabin or a cottage? Or both. Oh, boy. Well, we've been to our happy place. Florida's our happy place. Oh, my goodness. Uh, yeah. I just, I guess I don't care if I get afternoon shift at work as long as I'm not stuck working the closing shift, which is like, I think it's, which is like 4 to 12:30, 4 in the afternoon to 12:30 in the morning. Uh, yeah, as long as I don't get that shift, boy. And I'm thinking about whether or not I'm going to take my birthday off this year, but I decided not to, just to leave it. But uh, saw the loons already. Yay. Loons? Woo. No, that's an owl. I can hear in my head what a loon sounds like, but is it? It is the for taking my meds. Oh, okay. Oh my goodness. Another plus side is I can go back to our new bathroom sink. Well, I can show you guys, I guess. I did take some photos earlier. Our bathroom's a lot bigger now. It's a smaller sink, right? With a little less storage space underneath, but the bathroom's a lot bigger now. um, let's see if I can find it. Where am I going? There we go. Oh, there we go. I'm talking to myself. Okay. I'm going to share the screen in a minute. Bum. Is that it? No. Is that it? No. There we go. Okay, so once again, I can see you guys on my phone here. Okay, so right here, we have a bathroom rug covering it now. And this part of the wall, they're going to eventually cover up. But yeah, this is our new sink. A lot nicer than our old sink. There's a close-up of it. Yeah, and there's underneath. Okay, there's Zeus. Oh my goodness. But yeah, our bathroom looks so much better now just because we got this new brand new sink in it. Um, you know what I mean? But at least we have something that's way better than we had before. The sink we had before was like cheap and going on the top, and it was all wood. Even underneath the sink, the storage space was wood. You know what I mean? It's not like the newer um, modern sinks like that one where it's like not wood. I'm not sure what kind of material that is, or where it's not wood. Well, you know what I mean? Something better than just like I don't know. Was this building's old? Who knows how old that sink was? You know what I mean? But definitely had to go. Zeus, oh, thank you, but we didn't do it. Our landlord hired some plumbers to do it for us, but thank you. Yeah, it wasn't a home reno or plumbers did it for us on behalf of the landlord. Yeah, so yeah, I'd like to take credit for it, but I'm not into home renovation. I like watching those kind of shows, but it's not my thing. I when I was in college, a friend of mine, I was staying in her house, renting a room from her there, and to get a deal on rent, she had me help her renovating the basement, and I hated it. I just did it to help her out and to get a deal on my rent, but I hated it. I'm gonna sell custom kitchens and baths for years. Oh, really? That's cool. I didn't know that. Yeah. So, anyways, I love watching those home reno shows, but not into doing it myself because I think because I had to do it. I did it when I was in college, and you know what I mean. I don't know. It's a lot of work. It's just not my thing. I don't mind watching someone else do it and seeing the end result, not, but it's not for me. It's not for everybody, right? Why is my watch being weird? My watch is being weird. What is my watch doing? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I don't know. Can't see it, but yeah, my mic was on the watch. I don't know. I guess because I'm on YouTube on my phone there, it detected it, but I don't know. Anyway, moving on. Squirrel. When I was training at my call center job, well, when I was in Ontario, because it was the same company I'm with now, our instructor would say squirrel to get us to pay attention. Wait, you our city house. At least I ripped down the full floor paper and painted. I don't know. Our apartment, like, we paid cheap rent, but that means there's a lot needs to be fixed. They say they're gonna fix that wall in the bathroom, but they probably never will. We'll probably have to bug them about it in a month or so and say, "Oh, you guys gonna fix that wall?" And I think they accidentally punched a wall or hold a hole in the wall just above the new sink, or intentionally, I'm not sure. But I know it looks so much better. You know what I mean? I should take a photo with the bath mats in there now. We'd have to get an extra bath mat though, because the bathroom's bigger now. I didn't realize, like, I thought the bathroom was really tiny because the sink was so big. The sink we had was like too large for that small bathroom. I can see it now that we have the smaller one. But now we've got a fourth mat because the flooring they decide to use for that bathroom is like really, really slippery. Like, I'm afraid, like, right now we just have Susan's blanket covering it, but you gotta be really careful not to slip. Like, I almost slipped a few times today, same with the dog and same with Heath. So, next week when I have money, I'm gonna get a rug to cover it. Um, yeah, what else? Yeah, anyways. So I'm just looking because I didn't hear this TV going anymore. Yeah, so I'm gonna start some of the news stories here. Not really much. Well, there is. It's mostly about California, and because the fast food minimum wage is now at $20, that they're hiking the prices really high in that state. First level bathroom here has to have our work done. The water from our spring is cold. Here's the batteries on my Casio. You're a miser. No, you know what? The batteries still work. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Oh, that was you, Ramsey. For some reason I thought it was Lynn. I apologize. Okay. Let me see here. Boop, 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 boop. So here we go. Which fast food chicken nuggets are the best? This author ranked them based on taste. Okay, we'll see. So I really should get launch, but I still have batteries on my Casio. LOL. I don't know. I like my Apple Watch, but yeah, I've heard that Samsung Watch is really good too. Um, what are the best chicken nuggets? Yeah. Let's see. Where am I lost? I'm lost, guys. Chicken nuggets crispy on the outside, tender on the inside. So Popeyes number 7. Well, next are crispy, too much breading, take away from the chicken. So these are from worst to best, I'm assuming. Number 6 is Burger King. Burger's nuggets suffer from an improper texture. The flavor's good, but the nuggets were dry and had no crunch. They probably weren't fresh. Like how I haven't thought about Casio or Sneeze. Same here. Same here. Replacing is cheap, easy, and lasts for years. Well, yeah, you just need to replace a watch battery, right? And the fries, Shake Shack. Nuggets were greasy and a bit messy to eat. Seasoning was nice, but they were dry. KFC. KFC fried chickens nuggets for yourself or an upcoming party. Well, nuggets were crispy. Well, here in Canada, KFC just had the nuggets on for a little while and then they just took them off. I think they should keep them part of the permanent menu. They were the best nuggets Heath and I have ever had. They were really good. Speaking of Heath.
Yep. Good night.
Good night, honey.
Bye.
This is good night, everybody. Yeah, I wish they would have kept them on the permanent menu in Canada. Are they still on the menu in the US? Do you guys know? I have no idea. I'll probably check later on the US site to see, but okay, number 3 is McDonald's. McDonald's nuggets have a classic flavor. Those nostalgia could have been a factor. Crispy on the outside, tender on the inside. Yeah, I prefer McDonald's nuggets. Stop McDonald's in my ear is the best. Because but the fillet of fish is shrinking dramatically. Speaking of fillet of fish, I'm not a fan of the classic fillet of fish sandwich, but next time if any of you guys order the fillet of fish, or you want to try it if you haven't had it in a while, add lettuce, tomato, and bacon. It's already got the cheese on it, so just add lettuce, tomato, and bacon. You got BLT fillet of fish. It tastes way better to me than just a regular classic fillet of fish. But that's just me. I've never been a fan of the fillet of fish sandwich, but definitely kicks it up a notch to add the lettuce, tomato, and the bacon. I think it gives it more flavor. Um, oh, wow, number two, Wendy's. They ranked Wendy's nuggets above McDonald's. They're more flavorful, weren't too messy to eat, weren't too greasy. Number one, Chick-fil-A. The nuggets are a great balance of tender white meat and crispy exterior. Flavor outshines others on the list. No tanginess and saltiness. Okay, well, we don't have a Chick-fil-A here in Nova Scotia yet. Maybe at some point we will. But, so next we're going to this. This is what I was talking about. Look at this 25% spike because of the $20 fast food minimum wage. But um, cost of living, you know what I mean? All over the world, especially Canada, which is where it's already expensive because we get taxed on a lot of stuff. We just got another new tax like back in April on top of everything else we're already taxed on. It's crazy now. Like, I don't know what this would be in gallons, but like, just as a comparison, depending on which state we were in when we were in the US, for to fill a quarter tank, it was between 29 and like $30 American. In Canada, for fill a quarter tank, it was like between $50 and $60. In Nova Scotia right now, gas I think is around $1.85 a liter, which is really high here. I guess it gives me in time 5 countries of my choice. 10 alarms. Hey, like I said, if it works, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? Don't get a Samsung watch or an Apple watch or a Fitbit watch or a what other kind of smart watches are there? Diners in California are facing another round of menu price increases in response to a new law coming to effect in July. Eating out already is more expensive following the introduction of a $20 minimum wage for fast food workers in April. But you know what? They had to raise the minimum wage because cost of living is high right now. You know what I mean? But they're hiking their prices in response. I was a response to it, or they're protesting it. You can pay me enough to live in California. Yeah. Do you mean California or Canada? A new law goes into effect in California on July 1st that many experts reckon will significantly push menu prices up. Restaurants will be banned from charging customers surcharges and fees. I guess as of that new law in July. The double whammy, the surcharge ban is just the latest law. Oh, this is current latest law affecting restaurants and diners in California on April 1st. A $20 minimum wage came into effect for fast food chains. Already, restaurants across the board have passed new expense onto the customer and increased their menu prices. Um, they say that chains have increased prices between 7 to 8%. Chipotle price of chicken burrito went up 8.3% from February to April. That is just crazy. Starbucks prices as a sample size of 20 California stores increased by 7% on average. Um, Meanwhile, diners nationwide have been hit with rising menu prices that have outpaced inflation over the years. Well, in Canada, before tax, I think it's 13 something for a Big Mac combo. With the tax, you're at least looking at between which province you live in, between $15 and $17 with tax for a Big Mac combo. It is just crazy. I don't know. we've always had high prices here. Those California prices sound like Canada prices. Confession, I've never had Chipotle. I never have either. I think we do have it in Canada, but I've never had it. I'm not even sure if we have it in our area. Um, you know what I mean? I have no idea, but it's just crazy right now. I do believe though they had to raise that minimum wage for the workers so that they can, afford to live and pay your rent and your bills and stuff like that. But I guess it's a double-edged sword, right? Fortunately, these businesses have to raise their prices to be able to cover those wages. But I also think about what about the smaller fast food places or smaller restaurants and stuff, right? Like, how is it affecting them? But anyhow, it's what you do, right? Like, people need to make a living to pay their bills, but like, you know, you should be knighted, sir. Oh my goodness, I'm trying to watch the comments here, guys. Yeah, 10 surprising facts McDonald's employees won't tell you. Well, this is Daily Mail. I think this is from the UK, so I don't know if it's just relating to McDonald's in general or just McDonald's in that area. But anyways, see, this I knew. Drive-throughs only serve people in cars. You can't go through it on a bicycle or an electric scooter. You have to go into the restaurant to get your food. Again, yeah, it says it's for safety. I definitely agree. You shouldn't, like, for your own safety, try and go through the drive-through on a bicycle or electric scooter, right? Um, I just wouldn't trust it. You can video or anything. That's cool. Ramsey Silent. That's cool. Sorry, I'm trying to watch you guys in the comments here. Gloves are not mandatory, but Don's employees say don't freak out. The rubber can hold a lot more bacteria than clean fingers. I can see that because, like, it gets trapped inside the glove. Jobs are not meant to pay that much. They have been historically a stepping stone for higher paying jobs. Yeah, but for some people, I mean, when I say that, Lynn, I mean, I'm talking about people who don't count on fast food jobs as a stepping stone. What about people who weren't can afford to go to college? You know what I mean? For their education to get a high paying job, right? Um, Unless you mean like working up the ladder into management and then head office or whatever, what have you, if that's what you mean. But I don't know. For people who need it, to pay their rent and that, who need to, you know, need that job, because so they can survive. I can see why they would need to be paid a higher wage. You know what I mean? I can see both sides of it. You know what I mean? Like, um, it's just hard for people right now. You know what I mean? What if you aren't a high school student or a college student and you need that job, and that's your full time job, right? Is what the people I'm talking about. Because even though it can be used, yes, it can be used as a stepping stone, but in order to promote it, sometimes those promotions require, a college education or diploma or a degree. Yes, I worked for fast food. Two people need to be willing to work, but they make a lot these days. Well, I'm gonna agree to disagree. You know, what I mean, I understand what you guys are saying, but for me personally, because before the call center job I have, I ended up going. Unfortunately, I ended up going to college for the wrong thing. I couldn't afford to go back and further my education, so I worked in fast food jobs for like 14 years or longer, like almost 20 years, because I needed a job to pay my rent and pay my bills and, pay all those expenses, right? Like, and when the cost of living is getting high, but you don't increase your minimum wage, it gets harder and harder and harder, to pay your bills. And you have to start saying, like, okay, what's important? What do I not need? And you have to start budgeting and cutting things out just to be able to continue to survive. I've been in that boat, right? Um, and again, the reason why it may seem like they're making a lot these days was because the cost of living is higher. Everything's more expensive now. You know what I mean? Like, I can see what you guys are saying, but like, I've been a fast food worker, right? As an adult, not as a college student or high school student. Like, it was a job I relied on to pay for my rent and my bills and everything else. But I see what you guys are saying, though. Don't take any offense, right? This is why we have a discussion, right? It wouldn't be interesting if everybody agreed on everything. It's all good. Not everyone gets hired. Yeah, I went to strip and paint. Oh, I want to strip and paint them. Yeah, that sounds nice, Lynn. Yeah, light and dark gray. Uh, darker gray on the bottom, I mean. And price of years ago, and it came up to $8,000. Wow, you have a lot. You must have a lot of cabinets. No, I know you're not. I'm just saying, like, yeah, most people it is a stepping stone. Yeah, for me, for a long time it wasn't. I didn't want to work in fast food, but I couldn't, I didn't have any education to do anything else. But it was through working at Burger King. My friend got a job in the company I work for now, and I was so excited with it because I've always been good at, really good at technology and the smartphones and all that kind of stuff. But I didn't have a degree in it, and this job doesn't require that. Just gave you the training, and then and that's it. I understand. I'm just saying, minimum wage is 7.50 almost 5. So when I was living in Ontario, I think this was 6 years ago. They just started $15 an hour minimum wage, but here in Canada, like I said, everything has always been expensive. We get taxed a lot more, so you know what I mean? Like, you need a higher minimum wage here. Um, you know what I mean? Like, and when we moved to Nova Scotia 6 years ago, the minimum wage here was 11 something an hour, which is for Canada, compared to what all the other provinces at that time were paying, is really low. Um, you know what I mean? Because like most when we moved out here, out east, so, like 5 or 6 years ago, other than Nova Scotia, like most of the other, like in Atlantic, other than Atlantic Canada, the rest of the country was, most of the living wages were around, between 14 to $15 an hour, except for Atlantic Canada, and I'm not sure about the Yukon Northwest Territories and none of it, but yeah, like for Canada, our minimum wage has always been higher than that, but then the Canadian dollar is different. You know what I mean? I'm not good at math or anything, so I figure it out. But we get taxed a lot here. Like, um, there's a provincial and federal tax we put together, and that's like, well, for Nova Scotia, it's 15%. Ontario is 13%. I'm not sure about the other provinces because I haven't lived in the other provinces. And then this new tax on top of it now, this new carbon tax, like, but they just put it on gas, added on almost everything we buy. We're already taxed a lot, and then they take taxes off our paychecks towards health care and and other things, and then we have to pay taxes again when we pay for stuff. It's just so expensive to live here in Canada. You know what I mean? Yeah, same minimum wage 50 here, most 15 plus. Well, here, like, I don't know. So there's one thing. My sister used to work as a waitress. This is in the early 80s, yes, but at the time Right. I can't remember what she's making. Again, this is like the early 80s, guys, 86 or something like that, or early 80s. I can't remember right now. Half her hourly wage would be like, she would get an hourly wage, then she would get get the rest, make up the rest in tips, right? So the thing, if more fast food customers realized, you can tip fast food workers. I mean, maybe they wouldn't have to raise the minimum wage so high, but a lot of people don't. But then people don't want to tip, right? For various reasons, or they can't afford to tip. I mean, especially with everything being expensive. I don't know if they could, instead of like raising the prices, if they could add like a little bit of gratuity. I mean, I don't know what would be the alternative, right? But I can see the sides of it. I can understand why fast food workers need more money, and I can understand why these fast food chains are having to raise their prices. I can see both sides of it. You know, what was I doing? Why was I touching the screen with my finger? Oh my goodness. Um, do not sit down. If you think it's easy to work at McDonald's, please think again. The job is very hands-on and labor-intensive, given that the company's strict no-sitting policy. As a result, after a long shift, employees are left with sore feet and lower back pain. I 100% can attest to that. I worked at McDonald's for a year in high school, and I would be so exhausted by the time I got home because you're not allowed to sit. Even when I worked at A&W, Burger King, you're on your feet all for 8 hours, doing also like, physical stuff. I can understand for 16 hours, trust I understand. Our wait 12 minutes, 350. I understand our wait staff minimum wage is 350 and farm wage is 650. Yeah, see here, um, waitresses and waiters get paid minimum wage in whatever province they're in. So here, I think it's 15 something now. That's how much they would get paid here. But yeah, I agree. I know what you're saying. Hey, I can't pronounce your name. I know you told me Forsyth. I'm just gonna say that for now. I apologize. Welcome, welcome. I'm just saying times are, again, I'm just saying, I know you guys don't understand what I'm saying. Times are just hard for a lot of people right now. Yeah. Let's have for minimum wage 350 and farm wage is 550. Yeah. Worked 11 years at a gas station. Trust me. Yeah. It's just hard, what I mean, for a lot of people right now. So, you know, like I've had to cut back on some stuff, right? Like, and I am not getting as much in Patreon, donations as I used to, but I understand, things are hard for a lot of people right now. There's a short on my channel where I pronounce my name. I know you told me. You'll have to remind me again because I'll probably forget again. I apologize. um, yeah. Anyhow, it's just hard for a lot of people right now. I get that. Before you start to assume that being employed at McDonald's is all work and no play, there are some great benefits. Companies like Hotels.com and Apple offer McDonald's employees awesome discounts. Well, when I worked at McDonald's, I had a special discount card. Even when I wasn't working, I got half off. I got 50% off food at McDonald's. I can't remember if we got any other discounts. We went on, trips and stuff like that. Just, I just wish I enjoyed working there, which I didn't because I don't know if any of you guys know, I was harassed there by the guys I was working with, and I was at a time I just couldn't deal with it, so I just quit, right? And I went to management, they wouldn't do anything, so I just have to wonder though if it was in this day and age, something probably would have been done, but this is like in the early 90s, so yeah, and that's unfortunate, right? My mom didn't want me having a job anyway. She wanted me to concentrate on my schoolwork, so um, yeah, which I couldn't if I was working, right? And I don't know why. Like, there's one manager that was really nice to me, but for some reason, the other managers didn't like me. Like, I had poison ivy. I called in sick. They didn't believe me. They made me come in, and one of the managers took one look at me and made me go home. I was so sick, and they didn't believe me. They thought I was lying. I don't know why, because I never lied to them about anything. But anyway, McDonald's wasn't working there. Wasn't a good experience for me. um, Top quality meat. You might be surprised that McDonald's burgers are made of grade A beef. Yes, I do have a fun story though. When I first started at McDonald's, um, they tried to get me to go downstairs. I'm going to pause steam, but I realized they're pulling a joke on me. If she would want to let you concentrate on schoolwork, you needed more pocket money. If she what? Wanted you to concentrate on schoolwork, you needed. Well, here's the thing. My mom was a single parent, right? So she couldn't afford to give me allowance. So I would do chores around the house, and she would give me money for it. She just tried to teach me how to earn my own money, and you know what I mean. She didn't want me to get a job for pocket money. I know she just one of those parents didn't want me to have a job. You know what I mean? Because I already she could because I already did stuff for her, and I would never ask her for money. She would give me money if I did stuff for her. Like not a lot, maybe like $5 a week or something like that. If I need anything, you know, yeah, she's not playing when you went to earn your own money. I wouldn't say complain. I mean, she had her reasons, right? I wouldn't say complain. I wouldn't put it that way. Um, you know what I mean? Like, yeah. But anyway, here's why you always ask for a receipt with your order. People are actually paid to visit and rate their customer experience online before getting a full reimbursement. If you ask for your receipt, it could tip off employees into thinking you were hired to try the food, and thus you'll get the best service possible. So that's a good point. Ask for your receipt. They'll think you're a secret shopper. It's called secret shopper. At least when I was in Ontario, that's what we called it when I worked at A&W. And there are actually people that do this. They get paid to rate the food, and then they report back to head office. It's a real thing. Um, those who I'm sure they have secret shoppers in all kinds of other areas, though. I'm assuming they went in Walmart. Any um, business is customer service oriented. I'm sure. Yeah, yeah. But I know what you're saying, Forsyth. Um, I wouldn't say it was because of the money. I can't remember so long ago, but it wasn't just that she wanted me to concentrate on schoolwork. You know what I mean? Like because the McDonald's wasn't close by, it was kind of hard for me to get there, and I didn't. It was before I didn't have my license and driver's license, and maybe if it was closer, she wouldn't have minded me going, but she was always working afternoons and night shift, right? So I guess she didn't want me at night going home by myself. You know what I mean? Uh, I think it was more of a safety thing, but anyhow, I don't remember exact reasons, but I didn't really want to get a job. I think I just wanted to um, do something. So you know what I mean. I didn't do it for the money. I can't remember why I got. I just wanted to try out getting a part-time job. Their money I think is a necessary evil. Unfortunately, here's why your ice cream machine is always broken. If the mixes from McFlurries and milkshakes are poured in the wrong sections, the entire machine can be compromised for the day. So that would make sense why it's always broken. The Egg McMuffins are made with real eggs. For the reason many people don't think McMuffins are made with real eggs. I can attest to this. They do use real eggs. They're not frozen eggs that are reheated like they are at Burger King. I mean? They do use real eggs. Okay. Anyhow, I can attest that they're real. I was going to do this one, but I don't think I'm going to. I don't think. Okay, so Yeah, this one wasn't that interesting. Okay, it was just about, um, yeah, anyway. Um, there we go. Hello. And welcome, welcome. Yeah, I know money is a tough subject, you know what I mean? Like, I know just times are hard for a lot of people right now. My count's in the minus, to be honest, but it's because of the trip we just came back from. And well, my two pays I've had since we've been back weren't that great. They were smaller than normally are. You know what I mean? But this one coming up should be better. We are going to be switching our internet. My cell phone provider, has started their own internet service, which is going to be, um, oh gosh, $50, $60 cheaper than what we're already paying. It's going to be 3 times as fast as what we already have. So, and we get $20 off, right? Because we already subscribe to their cell phone service. So, I know what you mean. No, complain. I wouldn't say complain. She's didn't want to see me like my schoolwork suffering. You know what I mean? That's more what it came down to. Um, you know what I mean? She didn't want my schoolwork to suffer as a result of my job. Was probably the main factor. Again, it was so long ago. um, is the tiny reduction in the power of Monopoly Canada? Huh? What do you mean? I don't understand. Is a tiny reduction in the power of the Monopoly in Canada that I heard about? I don't know what you're talking about. What do you mean? I keep in mind, guys, I don't follow the news. You know what I mean, on a regular basis. So I don't go through Wisconsin when you go to Florida. When you go to Florida, would have loved to meet up. Oh, I wouldn't have had the time anyways. I would have loved to, yes, but we barely had time to see my aunt on the way back. You know what I mean? Because my back was trying to run low on funds, so I don't know if I could have. Anyway, like we were gonna see his friends on our way back as well. We decided not to, but we definitely made a point to see my aunt because I don't know when we're gonna be back to the U.S. You know what I mean? And she's getting older. You know what I mean? So I don't know. This will be the last time I get to see her. You know, so I and I missed the endorsement. He wasn't he wasn't in Florida when we were there. I did email him. He's like, he emailed me as soon as he found out we were going there, and he's like, "When are you guys coming? How long are you guys you're gonna be there for?" But I told him when we were leaving, we're only there for a few days, and then we're going like for a week, and then we're going traveling back home. So we just missed each other. When I was there, it was impossible to get a sensibly priced data SIM because one company dominated the markets. Heard recently that the government had done something about that, leading to cheaper mobile phone and internet prices. Oh, I don't know anything about that. I'd have to Google it. You know what I mean? I'm sure you're right, um, but yeah. I heard when I was there, it was possible to get some price data SIM because one company dominated the market. Well, yeah. Well, that I'll say, like, they need to allow more competition here in Canada. The CRTC, that's like the Federal Trade Commission in the US. There's our version of that. Verizon wanted to come to Canada a few years ago and they blocked that. You know what I mean? But I will say the good thing here in Canada, though, they passed a law years ago now that all cell phone companies have to unlock your phone for free. Like, they don't charge for unlocking here at all. And all phones are sold unlocked, whether it's Apple or Samsung or Motorola or Kia or whoever. When you buy the phone, it's unlocked. You can use it with any carrier. I could have traveled to. Well, what? Oh, okay. Um, yeah. I think our internet prices for our cell phone company is just cheaper because they're offering us a deal because we're already customers. You know what I mean? But our current provider right now is called Eastlink. And without, like, our internet was, 125 a month, which to me isn't bad when it's fast internet and it's unlimited. And they decided to raise the price to $150, which is almost, you know what I mean, which I think is crazy. And the first recognition we found is one company, mostly to Asian Canadian market, who were not too expensive. See, what I did when we went to Florida, um, I did a lot of research on which electronic SIM or eSIM provider was the cheapest, and I actually found T-Mobile. I know a lot of people may not be a fan of T-Mobile, you know what I mean? But they offered the cheapest price for eSIM, and it was really reasonable. It was fast. It was reliable. You know what I mean? I had no issues with it. And it was for the month. It was $25 American, and you got like 6 gigabytes of data and unlimited calling and texting. Um, rest of good. We always have had great reception. Yeah, they blocked Verizon from coming here. Ryan Reynolds' company, Mint Mobile. I think they were just bought by T-Mobile, actually. But anyways, they wanted to come to the U.S., but I think that's been blocked as well until I got some here that included roaming. Yeah, see, I used T-Mobile in the U.S. when we were there, um, but I think that's not bad. $25 for a month. You know what I mean? It's not, but I think it's a pretty good deal. But yeah, the company we're with in Canada is Kudo. It's an offshoot of TELUS. In Canada, you have three large main cell phone companies. You got Rogers, TELUS, and Bell. It's not Bell South like in the US, it's just Bell. Well, and for some reason in Atlantic Canada, Bell is called Bell Alliant. Don't ask me why, I don't know. It's the same company, but in Atlantic Canada, they're called Bell Alliant for some reason. Um, and these three companies are huge, gigantic companies, make billions and billions of dollars, and they don't want competition because if there's more competition there is, they're forced to bring their prices down. So they're always fighting it. That's what I pay $20 each month. Kruger Wireless. Oh, hey Scott, welcome. Never heard of Kruger Wireless, but yeah, I know. I thought it was reasonable. You know what I mean? If you need more data, then you just pay a little bit more top up. They had different plans though. They had $10. I think no, it was 15, 25, and I can't remember the others. But yeah, it's very reasonable. The speed was really fast, and I just used Wi-Fi when we were, our studio apartment hotel room. You know what I mean? Or if we were in a public place. So I only really used the data. If we need to use like the Maps app to get somewhere. Yeah, it was unlimited text and data. Oh, not data, just unlimited calling and texting. But I thought it was still a great deal. Let me guess. Drew's starting soon. No, that's okay. Thank you, Ram, for coming. I'll probably see you later on in Drew's stream there. I rely on my husband to help get me around, so we're a package deal. Yeah. I'm horrible at directions. If I didn't have the Maps app on my iPhone, I'd probably be lost. Um, but it's so funny too. My nieces and nephews are so used to now, they're born in a world with technology and cell phones and all that. And when they asked me, well, how'd you get, we didn't have cell phones, well, smartphones as we know them when I was in high school. Like there were flip phones, those big, gigantic flip phone things, or the ones from the 80s. You had to carry a bag that was the whole bag was the battery pack. Remember those? But and they're like, how'd you survive? What'd you do if you got lost after? I'll go, well, we either went and bought a paper map or we went and asked for directions at the gas station or whatever business we were close to if we didn't know where we were. And they just look at me like with a look of horror on their faces, like, how did you survive? Well, we did. Just like the playgrounds we had were like big, huge wooden playgrounds. There's this one school in my town I grew up. They had a giant wooden pirate ship and, teeter-totters and all this kind of stuff. It was a really cool park. They tore the thing down, replaced it with a lot smaller. All the playgrounds now are these plastic playgrounds. The parents are like, oh my God, worried about all the germs and all that. But you know what? That's how kids build up their immune system. Being those cuts and scrapes and so on. But anyway, never had to ask for. I'm glad I never have to ask for directions anymore. Yeah, I rely on Heath to get me where I need to go. I know how to get to the bus terminal near my street. There's no bus stops near my street. I have to walk 15, 20 minutes to get to the bus terminal to take my bus to work. But the route I take, it only runs Monday to Friday, which I think really sucks. So Saturdays and Sundays, I have to take an Uber. The last month, I've had to get Heath to drive me, interrupt. He does Instacart. Had to get him to stop doing his Instacart, come pick me up and drop me off a little bit early so he can finish, get on with his day. I don't like having to rely on him to get me to work. You know what I mean? I want to be able to get myself to work. I know he's my boyfriend, couples, you do stuff for each other, whatever. But I don't know, always just like getting myself to and from work. You know what I mean? Because when you're an adult, that's what you do. You get yourself to and from work. But anyways, um, he literally has to help me get around. I can drive anywhere, but it's helped me with walking, great and stuff. Okay, I'm just horrible. I have a horrible sense of direction. Heath will say to me, "Oh, north of this street and south of that street," and I'll be like, "You know what? I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm not good with north, south, east, or west." And I was in Girl Guides. Those you don't know, it's Girl Guides. That's Girl Scouts, and that seems funny to me in itself. The U.S., right? Girl Scouts and Girl Guides are the same thing. It's just a different name. Same organization. Throughout the world, they're known as Girl Guides, but only in the U.S., as far as I know, anyway. There's only known as Girl Scouts. But I would love to try Girl Scout cookies. If anybody knows, is there any way I can buy them online? They have so many more different varieties of cookies than we have here in Canada. All we have here in Canada is, I think, uh, these mint chocolate ones, and then there's a box you can get of vanilla and chocolate sandwich cookies, and that's it. They used to have peanut butter ones um, many, many years ago, but they stopped making them. And I know in Canada they're made by Mr. Christie, which in the States, I believe, is Nabisco, which is also under Mandalay Industries. There's so many brands under that umbrella, but I could go on and on and on and on and on and on and on. But yeah, anyhow, um, I found when we were in the US too, the food had a lot more flavor than it does here. Again, our food laws are really strict here. I only have access to instruction. I never got lost. So, see, my sense of direction or lack thereof is hereditary. Some reason, the women on my side of the family just don't have a good sense of direction. My mom is like that too. Horrible sense of direction. His mom, even though here and I aren't physically related, but she's my second mom. I love her so much. Um, she's the sweetest lady, but anyways, she doesn't have a good sense of direction either. uh, um, I know when we moved here though, because he didn't know the area, we had, a navigation system in our van when we came out here. We had a van at the time, which was very helpful getting around. My sense of direction is pretty good. Yeah. See, I don't know. I just never. Good thing I have a compass on my Apple Watch, but I can't wear it to work because they don't want us to have. Like, we can't allowed to have our cell phones with us, which I understand. I'm sure they're to work. You shouldn't. But not every call center for the company I do support for is like that. Because I've called. Preferred jobs is because I'm a senior tech advisor, right? So I'll get consults sometimes from lower junior advisors, and I hear their phone ring or something like that, and I'm like, should their phone be on? And I'm like, well, maybe their company allows it. I don't know, which I can't see because um, the company I do some tech support for, is really, really strict about that stuff. So I figured they maybe just forgot to turn the phone off or something. Um, but yeah, anyways, I can't remember what's going there. I went off on a tangent, guys. Sorry. Um, can you guys still see me? I don't see the internet signal on here any longer. But anyways, I'm probably gonna end this soon. My sense of direction's always been horrible. But anyhow, and if anybody can know how I can get my hands on some Dunkin', when we were in the, I love Dunkin' Donuts coffee. I love it, love it, love it. When we were in the U.S., we had every day I had a medium, which here in Canada would be a large, a medium iced cinnamon vanilla iced latte. I love Dunkin'. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Isn't that an old Verizon commercial? Can you hear me now? The guy with like the glasses and like the black kind of glasses. Like, not the lenses were black, but anyway. Anyways. I am just trying to try I love Dunkin' better than I even love Starbucks. Tim Hortons is not so great here anymore, to be honest. Um, you know what I mean? I you can tell me I could get my hands on Dunkin' and it's not gonna be expensive. I'm all ears. I looked on Amazon Canada and it's like crazy for just a box of 10 Keurig Dunkin' coffee pods. It's like $25 or something like that. It's insane. I'm not paying that much for like a little box of coffee as much as I love Dunkin'. What else? I tried their cinnamon churro latte as well, it's called. Oh my gosh, so good. But you know, you guys, your medium is like this. That's our large size in Canada. Like, I can get used to those really large sizes. Like, small in the US is a medium here. Like, the fast food drinks, like, your small is our medium. Your large, I guess, would be, yeah, our medium size here, and so on. Anyways. But yeah, the food laws, I don't know why are really strict here, but they are. A stall in one. Ooh, you have two near you? I hate you. I don't hate you, but you know what I mean. I'm still thinking about it. I got a Dunkin' keychain. It smells like their peppermint, iced peppermint mocha, and it's a lip balm. I'm trying not to use it, and every once in a while I just smell it. Because it smells exactly like, uh, their peppermint mocha iced coffee. I tried that one too. That was really good. Um, anyways, it smells just like, coffee. It has a little bit of that Dunkin' smell to it and the peppermint. So every time I just smell it. It's so expensive from Canada just to order it on Amazon, and I don't know. I may go look on the Dunkin' website. I don't think they do international shipping. So, like, I'm dying for my Dunkin' fix, guys. We used to have Dunkin' in Canada years ago, but only in Quebec. But they pulled out of Quebec and they changed over to Tim Hortons locations. And I don't know if you can buy Dunkin' here or not. I gotta find a place locally that sells it. I haven't heard from or not, what did I say, number six with cheese. It's a good channel, by the way. You should check it out. But I'm thinking of, what's it called? Underground Snacks. Thank you. Do you have any of those reusable pods? We used to have a Keurig. I do, but I don't know where they are. I don't know where they are. Um, I have no idea. Like, I did organize the kitchen cupboards a while back. I don't remember where I put them. So, I don't know where they are at all. It could be in the storage room. I don't think they're in the kitchen. I don't, excuse me, remember where I put them. Um, but yeah, I think the ground Dunkin' coffee isn't expensive online, but I prefer. I don't know. I just finished I brought a little jug of the caramel iced Dunkin' coffee. I just finished the last of it this morning. I was trying to save it and save it and save it. And I was like, "Okay, I have to have the rest of it." It's all good. Uh, hey, Drew's Reviews. Welcome. Guys, check out his channel too if you haven't yet. Anyways. Glad to see you, Drew. We're probably going to be ending it in a few minutes. Always at the end, guys. At the end. Oh my goodness. So yeah, if anybody knows where I can get some Dunkin' on my hands, I'd be really grateful. I tried searching online. I'll probably try searching again. Uh, now I'm craving Dunkin's cinnamon vanilla iced coffee. Anyway, cool Mary Brown's shirt, Drew. By the way. Oh man. Always late. YouTube never alerts me. Oh, that's too bad. Um, Freak Lunchbox has some Dunkin' stuff. It's from Japan, though, I think. Oh, that's okay. I'll check it out if it's reasonable. That's cool. We don't have Dunkin' here anymore, but we only used to lose Coffee Co. I think. Amazon, yeah, Amazon does sell Dunkin', Lynn, but it's really expensive. Here, let me show you guys what I mean. Give me 1 second. It's really expensive here again. I'll show you guys. I'll screen share once I'm in. Oh, I hate these CAPTCHA things. No, oh no, that's an X. Oh my god, I can't read these. X. Okay. As soon as I'm in, I will show you guys. Okay. Let me show you guys what I mean. Okay, let's see Dunkin'. Dunkin'. Look at this. They were 72 pack, $89.99. Dunkin' Donuts pods 44, $64.99. Dunkin' Donuts original blend 22 in the 22 pods in a box, $30.99. This is what I mean. Krispy Kreme coffee we can get here, but okay, this one isn't bad, but like 24 Dunkin' K cups and it's like 36.58. See what I mean? See what I mean? Look at this one. Dunkin' Donuts gets 128 of them, but still 156.99. Like, look at that. Like 44 against 60.73. Now you guys see what I'm talking about? I said it's really, really expensive. Yeah. See what I mean? See the problem I'm running into? That's insane. That is just nuts. Yes, I love the shirts limited edition. They sent it out. And look, to 5. That is cool. That is cool. I gotta check out the Facebook page. No, I'm pissed at the Mary Brown's app right now. I keep trying to sign in. I keep saying that there's a problem with my login. It won't accept my. I've changed my password, and I've got the right email. It won't accept any of my other emails. So if I put in my AOL one, accepted that, but won't accept my password. You know, I changed it. I got an email from them saying I successfully changed it. I would say it's just my opinion. All you other fellow Canucks, don't kill me. McDonald's coffee, I think, is way better than Tim Hortons coffee and is cheaper. Um, I know in Canada, McDonald's, when Tim Hortons updated their coffee recipe, and they sold the old recipe to McDonald's Canada. So I don't know if that's why. Yeah, I will agree. Tim Hortons coffee is shit. McDonald's coffee is way better. They even have sometimes free coffee days and stuff like that. Yeah, see? Exactly. And it's cheaper than Tim's coffee. Um, I haven't had a chance to try the McDonald's cold brew. I, again, because I have no money. We'll try that next week. But yeah, McDonald's coffee is the old Tim's supplier. Yeah, that's why. Tim, you shouldn't have changed your coffee. Drew should send Doritos Late Night Sizzling Cheeseburger. They are good. Tacos, haven't tried them yet. Found them at Dillon's or Kroger. I want to try their new cold brew McDonald's. So yeah, I definitely want to try it. I love their iced coffee. My favorite is the caramel iced coffee. I actually prefer their I like their frappe at McCafe. But here's the thing. Our McDonald's, like the frappe is available in the breakfast on their breakfast menu. Whenever I order it, they have no idea what I'm talking about, and they say we don't have it. Now, I don't mean any disrespect. I don't mean this in a bad way. Okay, a lot of the employees at our McDonald's are from not just Canada, from various countries around the world. So maybe they just don't understand what I'm talking about. I don't know, but they always say we don't have it. Or years ago, when Heath and I were living in Ontario, we went to this one Tim Hortons before going on a road trip. It was around 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning, and we tried to order breakfast. They're like, "We don't have any food. No food. No food." Like, really? Okay, yeah, but McDonald's coffee is not great in the States, but don't come at me. I haven't had it. Try it here in Canada. Yeah, I will agree, it's crap in the States. McDonald's coffee. Links with Heath and I were in Florida and in the U.S. for 2 weeks. He said McDonald's coffee was shit. He preferred the Dunkin' coffee in the U.S. Yeah, but here in Canada, if you're ever in Canada, try McDonald's coffee here. I guarantee you it's way better than the U.S. Way, way better. So I'm not going to come at you. I agree with that 100%. It's best to order on the app. It helps avoid confusion, I find. Well, so I will say this, McDonald's app, their fees aren't that high. It's really fairly reasonable. You know what I mean? It's just like they only charge $1 or $2 extra, to be honest, than ordering in person or through the drive-through. They have really good deals too on their rewards points. The authentic coffee shop, as they have coffee, cold brew, ice donuts, and pastries. Yeah. See, the thing is too with Tim Hortons, I hear a lot of people complaining, "Oh, why does Tim Hortons have to sell sandwiches and wraps and these pizzas and these loaded bowl things and all this?" But you know what? They have to compete with all these other fast food restaurants. In order to compete, they can't just sell donuts and coffee. You know what I mean? I don't think they would survive. Like they gotta compete with Starbucks, which is also coffee. They have food, so all Starbucks doesn't make it there. Well, neither is Tim Hortons now. So everything Tim Hortons is frozen. They just heat it up. So I remember too. I had a friend that worked at Tim Hortons when they made years and years and years ago when they made the transition from fresh to frozen. And their donuts there just taste like so bland. You know what I mean? Like not the same. Some of them are still really good, but just don't have as much flavor. The frozen, compared to the fresh. You know what I mean? Like, but anyway, so people complain. They're like, why do they have to sell all this food and stuff? Right? It's not a fast food restaurant. Well, they have to be to compete with everybody else. Those are not targeting original customers from 50 years ago. Most of them are retired or dead. They need to sell Gen Z. Exactly. That's another point. They need to sell, you know, they need to grab the younger consumer. The younger consumer, they want all these, different kinds of sandwiches and wraps and things. Right? Excuse me. My throat's getting a little dry. That'll be my cue to end this soon, because I need my voice for work. I scared Zeus. Zeus, come here. Come here. It's okay. Come here. He doesn't like it when we cough. It's okay, buddy. It's okay. You don't like it when I cough. I know. But yeah, I agree 100%. I just hate with all these people say, oh, we're just had donuts and coffee. Like, I don't think that's realistic. You know what I mean? And coffee shop or fast food market these days, business market these days, to just sell donuts and coffee. You know what I mean? They gotta do what they can to get the younger consumers, right? My cat is the same. When I sneeze, he gets upset. Oh yeah, Zeus doesn't like it. Yeah, he runs away and he just kind of looks at me, and he won't come near us. He hates when we sneeze or cough. Yeah. I think that's why he's gone away. Yeah. Oh, no. He's looking for food now. Sissy. Sissy. Hates when we're sick. You know what I mean? Well, because he loves to take care of us. Here, good boy. Yes. Oh, he didn't like the plumbers being here earlier. He was going and barking a little bit. Well, this is normal, like I said. He's just protecting his territory. And yeah, he did not like them being here. He loves everybody, but I don't think he would let any strangers in here. You know what I mean? Because I think they know when someone's supposed to be here and someone's not. I almost just sense those things. Yeah, oh no, he's giving me kisses. Oh, that tickles. Zeus slobber. Good boy. And he loves to give these hugs, like he nuzzles his head right into you. It's so cute. Anyways, I'm probably gonna end this soon. My voice is, as you guys can see, is getting a little hoarse. And it's right under the desk at my feet. So yeah, I am gonna be going live, trying to go live every Wednesday. Um, I just want to try and pick a time that's good for everybody, though. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do a poll or not. If I remember to do one, I'm gonna give different times, see what people think. You know what I mean? If even I could do it earlier if people are gonna be around, you know what I mean? I'd rather do it. Maybe doing it earlier than later would be better on Wednesday, but then people have to work, I think that's not something I'm gonna do right now. I think right now as we get into the nicer weather, I don't know. I'm all over the place, guys. But yeah, I think I'm gonna have to get going because again, I need this. I need this voice for work, or I can't work. But yeah, thank you guys so much for coming. And again, you have any suggestions, just leave it on any post in the community tab or on this live stream on the replay. Yeah, things like to see. I try my best. I'm behind right now. Again, trying to play catch up with videos from being in the U.S. But yeah, I know how much expensive Dunkin' is here, unless you can find it someplace locally. Unless someone could send me some. I'm kidding. You guys don't have to send me anything. But anyhow, thank you guys so much for watching. Those of you who are watching and subscribe, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit that bell. All you little people in there. I don't know why I said that. I feel like I'm on Romper Room. I see Lynn and Drew and Scott and cousin Vinny. Anyway, guys, have a good one. I will see you guys next week. Bye-bye.